Timcast IRL will be live in Miami with Patrick Bet David, Donald Trump Jr., Matt Gaetz, and Luke Rudkowski. Join us there. Get your tickets by clicking the link in the description below or by going to timcast.com. All right, you guys, we know that Joe is corrupt, but we have to talk about this video right here. Have you guys seen this one? I need your help. Joe Biden was giving a speech to the UN General Assembly, and he said some words, I think, and I don't know what he said. I will play the video for you now.
Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles of our international system are sacrosanct.
Okay, I caught some of that, but wow. Well, let's try that again.
Play it again.
This first
Now, even as we evolve our institutions.
There's institutions.
Something about our institutions.
True on a Shabbat pressure. Our
then he said, let me be clear, and you heard a couple of people laugh.
Wait, listen. All right, here we go.
Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles are...
Somebody goes, ha! Wait, hold on.
There were two highs.
I want to assume it was a cough, but we're going to play.
Okay.
Here we go.
Now, even as we evolve our institutions and drive creative new partnerships, let me be clear. Certain principles are...
Might have been a cough.
I don't know. But it also sounds like a...
I think it's
like a, are you kidding me kind of laugh.
What was the... I literally... I'm deaf in one ear, so maybe I'm struggling really hard here, but like I have no idea what the first phrase was.
Hey, look, I deciphered Trinidad Shabbat pressure. Trinidad Shabbat pressure. And we think what he was saying was true international cooperation under pressure.
Okay.
He's also said Batacaf care and next nalrescent. I have no idea what those things are.
It sounds that's a new drug because they just take a bunch of letters and throw it together. Because every other commercial on TV, have you noticed?
Nexnalrescent
is yet another drug.
Actually does sound like a drug.
Yeah, Nexnalrescent sounds like a drug. But this one
with only 47 side effects.
This one, listen.
Now, even as we evolve our institutions.
I recognize something. Is that what he's saying?
Now, even as we evolve our institutions.
Ariazer is our institutions.
Wow.
I thought I heard a different language.
But look, Mitch McConnell freezes.
But it's almost sad.
Listen.
No, it is. It's sad.
Mitch McConnell freezes. And then everyone's like, whoa, he's not doing anything. And it's major news because it's shocking. Biden figured it out. Mutter incoherently. And what happens is the journalists are too embarrassed to ask, did I misinterpret what he said?
Yeah.
So with McConnell paralyzed or whatever, having a stroke or whatever he's having, everyone agrees something bad happened. But do you want to be the one person in the room to go, what did Biden just say? What? And they're going to go, did you not hear him? But I'm not here to do your job for you.
Also, people that don't speak English might.
But some will. But it's got to be of the 95% of liberal journalists. Don't you think some of these guys behind closed doors going,
yes,
how can we not say something?
The sign language interpreter's like,
why doesn't one come out of that closet? It's weird to me.
No. It's because what happens is these corporate journalists, after Biden gives the speech and they take notes, they walk into the back room, say, I have no idea what he just said. Yeah. So you tell me, and then they look over at their CIA handler who then says, here's the quote. And then they just type whatever they're told by the intel agencies. Yeah. There you go. That's there you go.
What is like the sign language interpreter? They have sign language interpreters at that events. Were they just standing there like, what did he say?
No, they probably just went like this.
That's the universal sign language.
Wow.
That's a good one.
That's crazy, man. This is the president of the United States.
Well, you're talking about McConnell, too. I mean, just freezing there now. It's just...
And Feinstein.
Oh, my gosh. It's like a horror movie. I mean, it's really scary when they wheel her in. I mean, it's sad.
We can talk all about the cultural decay in this country and, the potential for conflict or whatever's going on. But let's just be real. Like, one of the biggest existential threats we're facing is our decrepit, aging political class and their inability to relinquish any power.
Well, the left more than anybody was screaming about these other old guys in office, and who do they put in office? I mean, they still voted for the guy. Yeah, I mean,
apparently. Trump's 77 too. To be fair, he's old.
They're all
a lot more energy.
Yeah, I say this like Trump's spry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trump. He has this video where he like hits a golf ball up and then catches it, and everyone's like, yeah. He may be out of shape, but Biden's busted.
Did you see that picture of Joe Biden stretching? And the guy's like, it's Joe Biden stretching before running, and they're like, Trump couldn't do this. What's that guy's name? Harry. Yeah, he's like, Trump couldn't do this. Look, Joe Biden does all sorts of stuff.
I've golfed with President Trump. I got to tell you, he hits a pretty good golf ball.
Pretty good?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's an example of how solar age and genetic age are not the same. Like you can go around the sun 100 times, but still have a healthy, youthful body.
Hey,
keep your
Bill Shatner's in his 90s and talk about a guy with a lot of energy.
Let's play this Harry Sisson video. I have a lot of things to say about this guy.
Just out of curiosity for all the Trump supporters and Republicans, do you think that Donald Trump could do something like this? Stand up and
what is he doing?
Like President Biden was. This is President Biden out in Delaware recently exercising with First Lady Jill Biden, and I saw this photo. I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive for Joe Biden at 80 years old.
Yeah, you know what?
And then I thought, like,
that is impressive for Joe Biden. I agree.
Anybody really think that Trump could match this? Like, does anybody think that Trump could stretch like this? And also, do these Trump supporters think that Trump could ride a bike? Like, do you, could you guys imagine that? And this photo proves a lot to me. Not only is Joe Biden more mentally fit to be president, but he's also more physically fit to be president. You know, Republicans always want to talk about Biden's fitness for president.
It truly is liberalism. Truly is a sickness.
Donald
so
Trump
weird,
recently said,
no, but this is the problem. They want you to say liberalism, but it's not liberalism. This is like, I'm sorry, dude. Look. I'm an old man, I guess. I'm 37.
I wish I was your age.
But when I was growing up, the kid who acted like this was like the weirdo. I don't know what neighborhood he's from. Maybe in the suburbs. That's what it was all about. He would be made. He would be the nerd who get bullied. If that was the kind of dude, I'm just saying. You go to where my high school was. I was only there for 2 months. But if a kid like that was standing around being like, Bill Clinton was really good, you guys. Can George W. Bush, Al Gore's gonna be? They'd be like, dude, he'd get picked on. Sorry.
You're a kid. Why do you care about? I know it's a horrible thing.
He's like 20 something, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Plus, he's being paid for it, right? This is his career.
Did we watch the whole bike video? Like. Can't
when Joe Biden fell down, right? Dude, Joe Biden fell up the stairs on more than one occasion.
On airplane on Air Force.
Well, how many videos do you got to show him walking around, not knowing where to go when he gets off the stage speaking? Biden just looks lost.
shaking hands with the air.
Yeah.
But I'll just say this: it's weird that he's like, can Trump do this? And I'm like, probably not. Next question. I don't understand what that has to do with anything I care about.
Yeah, man, the conflation between Biden and Trump. Anytime someone in a conversation about Biden brings up Donald Trump, or vice versa, talking about Donald Trump, and someone brings up Joe Biden, you got to not dismiss it, but realize that that's a moronic conflation of data. It has nothing to do with
I know
other.
Hillary Clinton can do that.
Right. She collapsed.
This makes Vivek look even better now after that video of him playing tennis with Jake Paul.
Oh, right.
He's like actually in pretty good shape. So
look, I'm not voting for Trump or anybody based on whether or not they can stretch their what muscle is that?
It's hamstring.
It's a hamstring.
Hamstring's in the back, isn't it? That's a
quadricep, maybe.
Is it a quadricep? I thought that's what it was. It could be. He might be doing a sartorial stretch because he's pulling it to the side. A sartorius. But I really don't care if Trump can do that. I really don't care if Trump can say Trina Nesh to pressure. All that matters to me is that Trump is the one guy with the highest probability of just firing random people and cutting down these bureaucracies. Yeah. For the longest time, Republicans have been like smaller government. Then they spend more money. They bring in more people. They don't reduce size of government. I'm just hoping that Donald Trump is a guy who goes in for revenge and just starts firing people. In which case, Harry, dude, I literally wouldn't care if Joe Biden did a round-off back layout. I would be like, wow, that's really cool. Where do I vote for Trump? Yeah. It's meaningless. Trump could be sitting in a wheelchair eating a box of Krispy Kremes with icing and custard all over his face, and I would still be like, he's more likely to fire people. I mean, that's all I can say. I'm like, I'm not happy with any of it.
Hey, he made us energy independent, right? And now, as soon as Biden got in office, he said, no, we're going to cut off the oil supply here. Let's buy oil from countries that hate us. And gas goes to $7 a gallon.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
Don't pay attention to that.
But that's the point, because the mechanism of the American energy, or I should say the petrodollar, is we need to be dependent on others so that they don't stop being customers for us, right? The reason we give millions of dollars to gender studies programs in Pakistan is so that they have money to spend, so that they spend it. It's really that simple. Mm-hmm. You give the money to someone. Pakistan is a choice. They could trade in yuan or they can trade in dollars. So we go to them and say, hey, we're going to give you $12 million for gender studies. I don't care what you do with it. And then they're going to pad their bank accounts. They're going to steal that money. Yeah. But that ensures that they're going to be like, no, we trade in dollars. Yeah. So when China comes to them and says, no, don't trade in dollars, trade in yuan, they're going to be like, we just got $12 million. If we keep trading in this, we're rich for free. Screw off. That's the name of the game. So when Joe Biden gets in, he has to shut down Donald Trump's Make America Great plans. Because what Donald Trump is doing, he's bringing manufacturing back. He's securing our borders. He's making us energy independent so that we can have a good economy here. People like Joe Biden and the deep state establishment, whatever you want to call it, they want global control. They want war. They want conquest. They want unipolar global power. So they're going to say, no. We got to give more of American resources away to ensure that people are beholden to us.
Is this might seem like a stupid question. Is it one of those things where, like, if we're with the U.S. being so involved militarily in other countries, is part of our involvement helping other countries with our military, is part of that under the expectation that they will continue to trade in U.S. dollars?
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Ukraine, for instance, Biden threatened to withhold a $1.3 million loan from the IMF.
What was billion?
1.3 billion.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Thank you. What was happening is the IMF was going to loan it to the Ukrainian government, and the U.S. was going to, what do they call it, back it. Say, like, if they default, we'll pay it. And then Biden was like, we're not going to back it if you don't fire Viktor Shokin. And they were like, well, fuck off. Sorry, pardon me. And then he was like, no, I'm serious. And so they fired Viktor Shokin.
It's crazy when I was watching that clip, because even my assessment of the Burisma scandal is nowhere near as in depth as that guy's assessment was when he was breaking it down.
Brilliant. Rob Noer is his name.
Mykola Zlochevsky's funds were frozen under this corruption investigation. And the government passed some provision that unfroze them, and Shokin immediately rushed in to get his assets frozen again because they were going after him. Joe Biden comes in, says, fire the prosecutor. They didn't fire him outright. He ended up he was forced to resign somewhat later on. I think it was a few months later. And then the new guy who comes in that Biden's like, and he's solid. New guy clears Zlochevsky of all wrongdoing. Assets are unfrozen. Zlochevsky returns to Ukraine to begin his work once again. Donald Trump gets elected, starts investigating what Joe Biden did. Zlochevsky flees Ukraine once again. Yep. These people are evil, corrupt individuals that would sell out their own mothers. Look at what Hunter Biden is. Joe Biden made him that and uses him as some vessel to squeeze resources out of his public career. Evil. It's just so despicable.
It is, man. Where were you, Kevin, when in 2015, when this was kind of transitioning into the Trump years?
Right.
Like, what was it like? Were you in Hollywood at the time?
Yeah. We left about 5 years ago, so I was definitely still there.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.